This is not a story about El Mencho. It is a story about the woman who built everything he commands. The Jalisco New Generation Cartel, CJNG, the most violent criminal organization in Mexico today. American intelligence agencies classify it as a global threat. It operates in over 35 countries. It moves billions of dollars annually. Everyone knows the face on the wanted poster. Almost nobody knows who designed the system behind it. Rosalinda González Valencia was not a cartel wife. She was the architect. While her husband hid in the mountains, she ran the finances. She built the shell companies, she moved the money, she held the family together. Her nickname was La Jefa, the boss. But how does a woman from a remote village in Michoacán become the financial backbone of Mexico's deadliest cartel? To answer that, we have to go back to El Naranjo. 1963. El Naranjo sits in the hills of Michoacán. Avocado farms, mango fields, families working the same land for generations. The Valencia clan counted 18 siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. In this world, loyalty was not a virtue. It was a survival strategy. Rosalinda's uncle, Armando Valencia, built the Millennium Cartel in the 1990s. He turned family connections into the backbone of a growing criminal economy. The Valencias were not outsiders forced into crime. Crime grew from within the family structure. Rosalinda did not carry weapons. She did not manage shipments. She managed accounts. In a world with no formal education, she learned what mattered. How to read people. How to resolve disputes. How to keep secrets. How to move money without leaving a trail. For a while, this worked. The Millennium Cartel controlled routes from Michoacán to the United States. The family prospered. The system held. Then, in 2008, the Mexican government collapsed the Millennium Cartel. Arrests, raids, entire networks exposed overnight. What happened next is why Rosalinda matters. When the Millennium Cartel fell, the underworld of Western Mexico had no center. Routes without owners, money without handlers, alliances without structure. Most criminal organizations collapse in this vacuum. People scatter, trust breaks, the machine stops. The Valencias regrouped. Between 2008 and 2009, a series of meetings took place. Remote ranches, quiet villas, the surviving Millennium lieutenants, the Valencia brothers, and Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, El Mencho. El Mencho brought enforcement, a reputation for ruthless violence. Rosalinda brought something more valuable, order. She mapped resource allocation, she structured safe-house logistics, she built the financial routing from scratch. The new organization, first called Los Matazetas, then CJNG, was not born from chaos. It was engineered. This is not a love story. It is an operational alliance. El Mencho's violence was the visible thread. Rosalinda's financial architecture was the invisible foundation. One without the other would not have built CJNG. The money did not move as cash. Cash is visible. Cash gets seized. It moved as avocados. Rosalinda used the Valencia family's agricultural network as the entry point. Export companies declared shipments of fruit. Invoices were inflated. A container worth $50,000 left Michoacán on paper for $200,000. The difference, clean money, arrived on the other side. U.S. Customs data showed declared avocado exports from the region that exceeded what the farms could physically produce. The excess was not fruit, it was profit. From there, the money moved through Panama, through Belize, through Hong Kong. Nominee shareholders, shell companies with no visible connection to any Valencia. A single apartment in Guadalajara changed ownership 5 times in 1 month. Each transfer backed by new corporate documents. The trail did not disappear. It became a maze. Rosalinda did not hire strangers. The network known as Los Cuinis, named after the family's nickname, filled every key finance role with a brother, a cousin, or an in-law. Abigail Valencia handled logistics. Jose and Alejandro managed shipments. Relatives signed contracts, filed taxes, and attended notary appointments. This was not sentimental. It was strategic. Betrayal in a cartel costs your life. Betrayal of your family costs your family's lives. The risk calculation is different. For years, no information leaked, no accountant flipped, no lawyer talked. But the same structure that prevented betrayal also left a visible pattern. Dozens of companies, the same surnames on every registration. González Valencia, Oseguera, Cornelio. Mexican and U.S. financial investigators did not need informants. They needed registries. Integration completed the cycle. Tequila brands registered to shell companies shipped cases to Europe and North America. Sales spiked in exact correlation with CJNG's drug revenues. Construction projects in Puerto Vallarta listed nominee buyers. Luxury condos changed hands. And then, cryptocurrency. Rosalinda's managers used Bitcoin mixers, including Wasabi Wallet and Helix, to obscure digital transactions. Each layer added complexity. Each layer left a fingerprint. The U.S. Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control designated Rosalinda under the Foreign Narcotics Kingpin Act on April 30, 2018. Every dollar linked to her in the United States froze overnight. American companies were banned from any transaction with her network. The cartel adapted. New jurisdictions, new fronts, Asian trade routes, renewable energy projects. But every adaptation required new registrations, new signatures, new paper. Before dawn on June 15, 2020, federal police, the Attorney General's office, and DEA agents moved on a walled compound outside Zapotlanejo, Jalisco. Drones overhead, encrypted phone traffic traced for months. Suspicious bank deposits flagged across 3 countries. Inside the compound, Rosalinda sat in a study lined with documents and laptops. She was not hiding. She believed the system she built was strong enough to protect her. At 3:15 a.m., tactical teams breached the gate. 2 guards fired back. They were subdued in seconds. Rosalinda surrendered without resistance. Forensic teams cataloged what they found. 4 luxury vehicles, $12 million in cash, smartphones and computers loaded with encrypted communications, transaction logs, shell company documents, correspondence with her brothers. The ghost had left fingerprints everywhere. CJNG did not collapse. Within weeks, new names appeared on company registrations. Mid-level operators stepped into her roles. The accountants she trained guided the transition. The system she built was designed to survive a single arrest. That is the point. Rosalinda's power was never personal. It was structural. She built an organization that could outlast any individual, including herself. Today, El Mencho remains at large. CJNG continues to expand. The financial machinery operates across dozens of countries. The arrest removed one person. It did not touch the architecture. CJNG's threat is not El Mencho. It is the system Rosalinda built before anyone knew her name. In the world of modern cartels, the most dangerous figure is the one who never appears on a wanted poster. She did not command armies. She designed the machine that commands them.